It's a COSORI air fryer, but with a huge difference. Air fryers are coming of age and they're growing up at an alarming pace. What have we got, Sandra? Got the COSORI, what is it?
It's a dual blaze twin fry. It's got 10 litre capacity. So big enough to cook something that you might put in your regular oven. And you can do 2 dishes 2 different ways. So you can have, your meat on one side, your veg on the other, or you can take out the divider and have one big oven. Wait
till you see what is coming up, because this is unlike any of the other air fryers on the market. It is super with what this can do compared to... I've got a little bug on my glasses, just crawling on my glasses.
So we're very excited to try it, aren't we, Neil?
Yeah, so using less oil, 4 heaters, and as you can see...
so this one heats bottom and top, we'll be showing you shortly.
So you've got 2 independent zones, and we've got the grandzone. The grandzone. It's a bit like a football game, isn't it? What's it? Grandstand, isn't it? And dual blaze technology. I don't know if you can see the graphics on the box that it comes in. And there's an app that you can use to work this. So off with the box.
So you can get the app and you can actually talk to the air fryer. You can monitor progress of your cooking and things like that via the app as well.
So when you get this, make sure you read the instructions and you unpack it carefully. You're not going to be able to read this, but basically there is some cardboard and some tape and all the rest of it. Make sure you take everything out, and on your first use, give it a wash. Did I mention to you? I've even mentioned it's dishwasher safe this as well, not the unit, but the actual drawer on it. And the temperature range on this is from 35 all the way up to a whopping 240 degrees. So this in a minute, when we show you in here, it actually rivals a full-size oven. And there's no preheatings needed. You've got a healthier cook. You've got less oil, lower energy, less energy consumption, 65% faster, and I am going to be cooking. Those that have been watching my channel for a long time will remember my special little homemade sort of recipe for doing chicken with a bit of keep watching, because we're going to be doing a bit of chicken and some veg as well. So
I've not actually tried this recipe before, because I was back in Manchester when Neil cooked it before. So
yeah,
it'd be nice to try it.
So inside the box we have got we've got our own silicone spatula. No, not spatula. Tongs. So COSORI supply those. There are some further instructions on the top here. You'll see warning you about. It's pretty common sense. It's not a deep fat fryer, just as an example. So don't start filling it up with oil or anything like that, and keep a bit of a distance on the back for the heat to get out. And if you want more information, just remember we are putting links down there in the description below.
It's a lovely sleek design, isn't it? It's really smart looking. Got a nice sensitive touch display, easy clean.
Yeah, we'll turn that off for a moment there. We will have a zoom in. Go through some of the booklets that come with it. So there's so there's a little pouch basically which has got some booklets in. Prepare your kitchen and your appetite. So COSORI.
So we've got the full user manual there, which we'll come back to later, I think. We've got a quick start guide with some useful directions and information, and you can join the COSORI family.
Right, so I'm going to make sure I put things back into here to keep things safe. So there is on the box a QR code to download this app for working it, but also in the user manual there is also a QR code in here, and fairly straightforward instructions. As I say, most of you by now will have had an air fryer, or if it's your first one, this is going to change the way you cook.
I think we didn't mention it because of the big temperature range. You can also use it for desiccating and drying if you want to.
Yep, exactly. So I was just going to come to that. So I was exactly about to come to that. So
great mind.
So in here, the quick start guide. This has some fairly simple things. I'll explain about removing what's called a crisper plate. We'll explain the crisper plate and the divider in a minute if you're not familiar with it. But it's giving you some air fry information here. How to cook from frozen food. You've got vegetables, pork, lamb, beef, poultry, seafood, and as Sandra was saying, the dehydrator. Definitely.
I would say desiccating or dehydrating.
So explain what that is if somebody's watching and they're a bit unfamiliar.
So, for example, you might want to dry your own herbs or dry things like apple rings or even some people do dried meat, cured meat, things like that. That's all mostly fruit and veg. Beef jerky, for example. Yeah.
So on here, just as an example, it says to do cherries. 250 grams, you'll be in the dry mode. Cut size will be pitted. Set it on 60 degrees for 8 to 36 hours. It's a low heat process, and it has got a timer in here as well. So as I say, that's everything all into a little booklet like that. As I say, you've got your silicone tongue. So do you want to pull out the drawer, Sandra, and just try and explain this? Wait till you see this.
So look at the size of this, as you were saying. So that's still got the divider in at the moment. So you've got a left side and a right side, depending which way you'll be looking at it. And I think Neil's going to zoom later to show you the elements.
We'll just concentrate on the drawer at the moment.
Concentrate on this at the moment. So you've got a nice, easy handle to get hold of. And then the divider just pops out, like so, if you want to use the whole inside space for your cooking.
Right, so some people now are going to be going, that's rubbish that, because if I want to shake a drawer, I can't shake because I've got to shake both drawers. But because it's got the 4 heaters on it, you've got the heaters at the bottom of this, so the days of having to give it all a good shake are now coming out because you've got your blaze heaters down at the bottom here.
And then these are what Neil referred to before as the crisper plates. So these are all dishwasher safe and everything. You only need these if you're doing something quite fatty and you want the fat to drain underneath.
So
those crisper plates.
Just show you something on.
2 of those.
Yeah. So just leave that there. Very careful. So on the back of the drawer, it's got the number 1 is embossed. You probably can't see here, and the number 2 is embossed here.
And on here is embossed number 1.
Hang on a minute. No,
it
is. But what's on the other side, Sandra? No.
What?
What's that say?
Oh. If you turn it round, you can do number 2.
Hang on a minute. So these have
flip?
got.
Okay.
Yeah, they flip. They flip. So. I've been paying some attention here. So you've got number 1 and number 2, so they'll only go in one way, so make sure your number 1 goes in to the 1 drawer, and then the number 2, I don't know if you can see the logo, would go into here. We're not going to use a crisper plate at the moment because of what I'm going to be cooking, so it's a bit chilly that.
Yes, it's chilly.
But what this is doing now, this is a 10 litre capacity. As I say, the air fryers have come off age. This now seriously can be replacing a conventional oven to save you money and quicker timing. So if you wanted to...
doing a big family meal.
You could get a turkey in that for Christmas. I mean, you'll see in a minute what we're going to be cooking here. You could get a massive joint in here. There's so much what you can do with it. So as I say, this sits there. I'm going to leave this out here, and what I'm going to do with the camera, I'm just going to go and sort of get things zoomed in a little bit, just so you can see a little bit inside, and we'll go through some of the controls. And I'm going to bring you my special recipe for chicken that is so nice. It is so good. Excellent. I'm going to just try and explain a little bit about safety and where these heaters are. And we'll try and zoom in a little bit. so people can see.
So with this dual blaze twin fry, as we mentioned, I hope you can see now, there are heating elements at the bottom, and there's two because obviously you can run it as two independent settings if you're using the divider. It's on standby at the moment, so I'm just going to, so there are elements at the top as well as the bottom, but in terms of safety you won't want to be touching that hot element. So if I just put the power on, there's no display, so that's a safety feature, so it will not come on unless you've got the drawer in.
Okay, so let's put the drawer in and have a look at some of the controls, shall we?
So put the drawer back in.
So remember, there are links down below, and there's no shake, and we've got this grandzone that's better. It's a bit of a Tina Turner moment. It's better than all the rest. Okay, let's try and have a closer look at some of these functions on here.
Okay, so are you ready for the power on? Are we ready? Okay, right. So it was on standby before because the drawer wasn't in. Now the drawer's in. So we've got things flashing along the bottom. So it says zone 1, grand zone, or zone 2. So I'm going to select grand zone. Okay, and it comes to life. And then we've got all the different settings. So we've got air fry lit up at the moment, but the options are air fry, roast, bake, grill.
So as you can see, as Sandra's touching this, the temperature and timing is adjusting.
Preheat and dry. So you can refine the settings further, but it does give you some starting point suitable for the type of cooking that you want to do. And then when you are ready, the start button is on the right hand side, so start and pause, and then you can change the temperature with up and down arrows on this side, and the time, so left side for the temperature, right side for the time. And so that's the main features on the display. Have I missed anything?
So if you wanted to use the two drawers independently, like a conventional air fryer, like a dual zone air fryer with conventional two drawers, you can still sync them up. So you can use it very similar to a conventional air fryer. But the exception with this, the thing that's super nice about it, is because it's got the 4 heaters that it's warming up from the bottom of the pan and the top, and the air fry is circulating that air around. Yeah, so the other one,
press zone 1 for now. So when I press zone 1, I hope you can see that it gives you the options then to sync or match. I'm assuming match is the cooking. Yeah.
So I've got a tape measure. Let's just have a look at the size of this drawer inside here, because it's huge. So just hold on to that. In fact, do you want to pull the drawer out? You need to pair of hands. Right. Let me just come back with the camera a little bit. Right. So looking over here. So roughly speaking, in English money, good old English money, it's about 15 inches, just over 38 centimetres. We're at just under 9 inches, or 22 centimetres, and the height on it, which is fairly conventional, is 5 inches and 12 centimetres. So yeah, it's huge. I mean, the capacity of this is absolutely incredible. Right, so again, I have done this on another video, but ages ago, and I know some people at home replicated it and said how tasty it was. So I've got some chicken legs and some chicken wings, and I'm going to cook quite a lot here. Because I'm going to have some for my tea, so as soon as when these are cooked, we're eating this today. And I personally don't mind cold chicken for grazing on, and obviously we can refrigerate this and I can graze and nibble on it for a couple of days. So I've just got a little bit of virgin olive oil. You don't need much oil on these. The only reason I've just put a bit of oil on is just to give it a bit of a coating for the seasoning to go on. I've just put a sprinkle of black pepper on it. You can grind pepper on, you don't put too much black pepper on. I would have used some mixed herbs, but we haven't got any. But Sandra's got some thyme, and there was some other, I think he had some parsley or something. But I've just put a bit of thyme in there, but we need to get some mixed herbs next time we're out. So I'll just put a bit of thyme in there, and then where's my turmeric? And then for good health measures, and to change the colour of things, we've put a little bit of turmeric in as well. And these, sorry, and a little bit of salt. Again, I just put a bit of sea salt in. And these are my special ones here now. So I'm not into red hot food that burns your mouth or anything like that. So you can alter this by putting different chili flavour, heat, hot chilies, cold chilies, spice. There's all different kind of chilies and some paprika. So basically you can alter whatever you want to do. And what I've actually done was, I've sprinkled some oil on, then I've sprinkled over the seasonings. This is all marinated up, and over in the kitchen on a conventional oven at the moment I'm parboiling some potatoes and carrots. So there's going to be a two-prong cook when I do this. I'm going to cook the chicken legs for about 15-ish minutes, something like that, on about 180 degrees. Then I'm going to be adding in the chicken wings, because the chicken wings should take about 15-ish minutes in total. And in all the juices down below, I am going to be adding in the vegetables, which will absorb the juices. And normally, if you were doing this in a conventional twin basket air fryer, these would be in two different baskets, and you wouldn't have the capacity to put in the vegetables at the end. And then for the final bit of cooking, I'm going to crank it up to full temperature, 200 degrees, and crisp off some of the chicken. But this is really nice. So that's all ready to go in. Let me put it into the air fryer now, and then we'll show you it all being powered up. Are you hungry? Are you starving? I am really hungry. Right, so if you notice what I've actually done, I'm sort of cooking the chicken legs, skin side down, for want of a better word, upside down. And so I'm just going to put these in now for 15 minutes at 180, and then we're going to come back and have a look. We're going to flip them over, and then these will alter in size slightly as the cook starts, and then we're going to be throwing in some wings as we go on with it. So it's straightforward enough. So bung it into here. That's the chicken wings ready to go in. Let's put those into there. I'm going to, I don't know whether you can't really see this too good. Anyway, I'm going to click on the grandzone, and I'm going to go onto the air fry motion. You can do there is a roasting option here, but I'm going to do the air fryer just to get it going. I'm going to put the temperature down to 180, and at the moment 15 minutes. This is how quick and simple this is. As I say, this to actually cook, to prep and cook this, is you're probably looking at 40 minutes, something like that, from right at the beginning to get your vegetables ready, the marinating and all the rest of it. Really simple. Click the go button, and we will be back shortly when this has done its little. Right, so we are cooling. Right, so it's just cooled down. Just give a quick look at the first dome. So it's handy if you pull the drawer out in the middle. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the way to do it. So that's it. Go on, lift it up.
It's warm, so just
yeah. So that's so we can't see. There we are. So we're getting on to halfway cooked, and isn't it looking nice and everything? Let's just go into here now.
Smelling nice.
No, so let's flip these over and get some wings in there as well now. I should have mentioned that what I have done there was, do you remember when I showed you when I put the chicken legs in, that I put them what I call skin side down? So I've now turned them over, because with the chicken juices and the marinating goings on, we want that taste to really get inside the chicken. and we've just filled up now with the chicken wings. So we've now got this on for another 15 minutes, and we'll be getting quite close to completing the cook. But shortly after this is we are going to be putting the vegetable in. So we've got some potatoes and carrots, and they're only going to take about 10 minutes to finish everything off, because they are actually parboiled already. So not long to go, and I am Hank Marvin, seriously starving. Tantalisingly close. So there's the wings and the legs all cooking away. I don't know if you can see the juices that have come out of there, but let's put that into there. It smells delicious. So what I'm going to do now is literally the last 10 minutes, we're going to get the parboiled potatoes and carrots into here, literally for 10 minutes. Then we're going to put the temperature right up to 200 degrees for 5, and then we will all be ready to serve. So things are cooked. Just check out these gorgeous chicken legs. Sorry, we've lost the light. It went dark so quickly. But I don't know whether you can see. Those are the chicken legs. Just put that on the side of it there. I've got a fantastic plate of wings. Don't know if you can see those or not. Over here, the potatoes and carrots are smelling absolutely lush. And what I'm just going to do, just do a bit of a swap. Just put that on top there. Yeah, that's it. Oh, careful! You nearly lost my chicken.
Sorry about that.
And
Dear.
I don't know whether you can see too good here, but let me just take off a little bit of this here now.
So don't lose any more chicken.
No. Stuff like this really needs to be picked up. And finger just skin on it. Come on.
Doesn't want to detach.
I'm videoing it. I'm videoing with my back to the viewers, which we don't want. But don't know whether you can see, but it is too gorgeous. So it's a bit dark over near the camera, and so tasty, absolutely so tasty. So the COSORI dual blaze twin fry, 10 litres of capacity, 4 heaters, temperature from 35 degrees up to 240 degrees. It rivals a full-size oven in your kitchen. Get away from the oven. Huge capacity on here. There's no preheat. You've got healthier food. Well, there's so much on this. They upgrade 4 heaters now, so there's no shaking because you've got that heat coming at the bottom of the air fryer. Smart control on your smartphone, connected Wi-Fi, zap, see what's going on. You get a divider, 2 crisper plates. You can get silicone tongs. So what do you think, Sandra?
I have no idea. You've not offered me any.
Do you want to cut your own bit off, or do you want me to cut a bit off? Do you want to do your own? Oh, it's just got that. That's because. Sorry, I'm not into red hot chilies, but it's just got that little bit of a kick to it. It's really tender. Really, it's like moist.
All right.
Yeah, it's more yours. So Sandra's more into vegetable. You want to just try a little bit of carrot, just see if should have quite a lot of taste sensations as well as the carrot. You've got all the juices and everything on there.
Yeah, a little bit of a kick to it, yeah.
So thank you, COSORI, for sending that over to us. It's been absolutely wonderful for us to be trying this out. Sandra is going to be doing something different in this as well coming up, so do keep an eye open for that. And do remember, down there in the description below, there are links if you want to find out more information on where you're going to buy this from. But this is bringing air fryers into a new age, into a new dimension. Well done, COSORI, for being so innovative with your products.